One less direct but more plausible form of contract theory has to do with tacit consent. The idea is this. Right? Someone says, well, why do I have to accept the government's authority? And someone says, well, you didn't actually consent to it, but you tacitly consent to it. You gave an unspoken consent to it. And the person says, how did I do that? I don't remember doing that. And the response is usually one of two things. First of all, well, when you came of age, you stuck around here when you could have gone somewhere else. Or second, right, you accepted many of the benefits of government, right, and therefore you're obligated to accept its authority. Hume provides several critiques of both of these claims. I want to focus on one for each. First of all, let's look at the claim that a person didn't emigrate. Hume points out it's not easy to emigrate. Right? It's not easy to go to another country where you don't know the languages, you don't know the customs, you may not or may not be allowed to have work. Right? And it was probably even more difficult in his time than it is now. Right? So the fact that you stuck around may just mean that you didn't have many other options. Okay? Especially since there'd be another government which might be equally problematic in the new place that you'd go to. The other form of tacit consent that people talk about is accepting some of the benefits. Well, Hume says the following. He says, okay, you say when you accept benefits from someone, right, or from some organization, then, well, you have to accept its authority. And he says, but imagine that you were kidnapped and put on a pirate ship, and when you woke up, you're out in the middle of the sea, right? And you accept some food and water to survive, right? Well, you land in port and you try to run away, and they say, but you accepted these goods from us, right? So you have to accept the authority. Well, we get born, whether we want to or not. We don't get a choice in being born. Okay? So we're born into the world with the arrangement of things as they are. Right? And Hume argues the fact that we get food, water, clothing, education, etc., right, does not necessarily mean that we have to accept the authority of the government. So Hume argues that social contract theory, understood in terms of tacit consent to a social contract, does not work. Right? It can't ground the authority of government.